Hi, my name is Annabelle, and I am making one granny hexagon for every book I read this year. So by the end of the year, I will have a blanket full of reading memories. And I can't wait to tell you how much I loved Summer in the City. I even wore this dress in homage of one of my favorite scenes when she wears a red dress. If you like a second chance meets fake dating romance, this is for you. Yeah, this just reminded me how much I love reading, and like all just like, you know, when you're reading a book and you want it to go one way and sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. This book just went beyond what I even thought it could be, and I just loved it so much. It's so good, and when I thought it couldn't get better, it did, and then it kept going like that. Just, I've never fallen in love. Like, I never had a book boyfriend. Everybody said they have book boyfriends. I never had a book boyfriend. So I'm always like, I'm happy for them. I'm glad he loves her and she loves him and they're together. And I was like, I never had I want to date him, but no, in this book, I want to date Parker because I understand her dad. I understand her dad issues and all the ones her being independent. Don't get me wrong. I love an independent woman, but like, he just went after her both in words and actions, trying to convince her that he loved her to make her happy. And she kept saying no. So I'm like, nothing against Elle, but I just kept saying like, that I will date you, Parker. I will date you. If you do anything in the world to make me happy, just I smile at something or did this, did that, I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. He saw all of her imperfections and loved her all the same. And just wanted to make her happy in any way he could. Who could ask for more? Spoiler, they do end up together. They take a break for a little while and then they get back together and he realizes why she was like that, and they finally get together. So I'm like, do I think you should read this book? Yes. If you like a independent woman and an equal independent man who just is loving and endearing, not to say he's perfect, don't get me wrong, he is annoying sometimes, but towards the end of the book we talk about his mom and I'm like, that's exactly right. He bought a house I'm sorry, I'm yelling because I'm like so passionate about Parker, and I'm very upset that he does not exist. So I'm like, this man bought a house just for his mom to redo it in Paris because his mom loves Paris, so he bought a house in Paris. It was like a mile-long house in Paris, France, just for her to redo it because she likes to redo houses and she loves France. If that doesn't tell you the character of this man, even before all the other stuff you learn in the book, I'm like, they always say, look at how a man treats his mother because that's how he'll treat you. And then I heard that multiple times, and then I read this book and I'm like, okay, yes, yep, I love how it is very independent, and she doesn't care that because the whole thing she's like is anonymous, so she just loves writing screenplays because she is like loves stories and movies and watching these with her mom and all the things that wrap into that, and I'm like, I love her character development, and also my personal thing, I'm like, but why don't you just let him have a chance? He keeps going after you over and over and over, and not just with words, because I think the guy who do that with just words, like, no, that's not, no, he has words and actions, and I'm like, okay, but she spent time with him, but she didn't. I do like that she does start that time with him because of the fake dating, aspect. But she didn't get it stopping her of her dreams and her aspirations. And the reason she's in New York is because she has to finish a screenplay of a city she hates. And I'm like, if you like a independent woman who writes screenplays and it ends up on the same floor as calling him her twisted muse. So her twisted muse she met a couple years ago and rubbed her the wrong way, and then they end up on the same floor, like top floor of this. It was just 5 minutes together, but it made her hate New York for so many years. And then she ended up figuring out that she didn't hate New York after the end of the summer. It was her home. She loved it. Just, I can't say more good thing about this book. I loved this book, and it even, like Lily, there's even a map, and she's like talking about only, it's like somebody asked, do all books have maps? Like, no, only the good ones have maps. And I'm like, and Lily was reading the book, I'm like, yes, yes, yes. So I had to give it 5 stars. So if you take off the dust jacket on this beautiful pink cover, it gives you very purple and red vibes. So I couldn't decide I should do just red or just purple, but so I did both. So we have red and purple in the middle. Then we have a red because I had to give it 5 stars. I loved it so much. And then we have pink because it's fiction, and red, white, and blue because I started it and finished it in July. Let's see, we're all trying to go out the vibes of each book. So when I have the blanket, I can say, okay, that one was for Summer and City. That one was for Meet Me in the Margins. That one was for The Girl I Was. That one was for Funny Story. That one was for like plot twist. That one was for Summer I Turned Pretty. Like all of these different titles, I want to be able to see them in the blanket and somebody saying, hey, what is this one for? And I say, oh, obviously it's for Summer in the City. This is my goal. So thank you for coming along my journey and continuing along with my journey with me. I have been loving making all the besties, and the project won't be done until December 31st.